gentlemen. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Laura and John on this, their wedding day. Through their vows, they will be making a declaration of their love and commitment to one another. My name is Clark Hayes, and I'm a Deputy Superintendent Registrar with East Sussex Registration Service. It's my pleasure, and indeed a very great privilege, to lead you all through the ceremony here today. My colleague at the desk is a very important person, Natasha Doncaster. She's the registrar. She'll be recording the marriage, watching and listening carefully to ensure all the legal requirements are met. Before we begin, I have to tell you that this lovely room, warm though it is, has been duly sanctioned by law for the celebration of civil marriage. And you are here today to witness the joining in matrimony of John Sterry and Laura Verity Allen. But if any of you know of any lawful reason why this marriage should not take place, I would ask you to declare it now.
Number 5.
I think we can proceed. Good. And before we do that, I would ask Rebecca to come up and give today's first reading.
So I've chosen to read a letter written by the musician Johnny Cash to his wife June Carter. Like our own Johnny and Laura, they lived a fun-filled, creative life together. It's not soppy or idealistic, but full of love and respect, something that John and Laura have for each other in spades. We get old and get used to each other. We think alike. We read each other's minds. We know what the other wants without asking. Sometimes we irritate each other a little bit, maybe sometimes take each other for granted. But once in a while, like today, I meditate on it, and I realise how lucky I am to share my life with the greatest woman I ever met. You still fascinate and inspire me. You influence me for the better. You're the object of my desire, the number one earthly reason for my existence. I love you very much.
Johnny Cash.
And to you both, marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. It is solemn and it is binding. But marriage is more than merely a legal definition. It is a commitment to a partnership of love, trust, and understanding, in which you will care for and support each other, and in which you will share all the joys that life brings. But in times of adversity or sorrow, you will comfort each other and give each other your strength. So John and Laura, this is the time you have chosen to become husband and wife, and we are here not only to witness your commitment to one another, but to wish you every happiness in the future together. So now, I'm going to ask you to make 2 sets of declarations repeated after me. The first, when you declare that you are free to marry, and the second, in which you take each other as partners in your marriage. It is my duty to remind you once again of the solemn and binding character of the vows you are about to make. And so I ask, are you ready to make these declarations?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so John, would you please answer I will to the following question. John, will you take Laura to be your wife?
I will.
Will you? Keen? You like Keen? No problem. Will you love her, cherish her, respect her, and protect her? And will you be faithful and loyal to her throughout your marriage?
I will.
Laura, will you take John to be your husband? Will you love him, cherish him, respect him and protect him? And will you be faithful and loyal to him throughout your marriage?
I will.
John, would you please repeat after me? I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, John Sterry,
why I, John Sterry,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Laura Verity Allen.
to Laura Verity Allen.
Now, I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Laura Verity Allen,
why I, Laura Verity Allen,
may not be joined in
may
matrimony
not be joined in matrimony
to John Sterry.
to John Sterry.
Excellent. That's the first of your declarations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the heart of the ceremony, the solemn moment when John and Laura exchange their marriage vows before you, their family, friends, and witnesses. So I'm going to ask you to step right up to the front, turn and face one another, hold hands. Don't worry, it's nearly legal. Right. Now, I want you to forget about all of us here. You are making these vows to one another. And as you say these words, you become husband and wife. So once again, John, we're going to start with you. I call upon these persons here present to witness
Here present to witness
that I, John Sterry,
that I, John Sterry,
do take thee, Laura Verity Allen,
do take thee, Laura Verity Allen,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to be my lawful wedded wife,
to love for always,
to love for always,
to encourage and support,
to encourage and support,
to trust and to respect,
what was it after?
to trust and to respect,
To trust and respect,
and to live according to these promises
to live according to these promises,
in good times and bad
good times and bad,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
And now, Laura, I call upon these persons
I call upon these persons
here present to witness
here present to witness
that I, Laura Verity Allen,
that I, Laura Verity Allen,
do take thee, John Sterry,
do take thee, John Sterry,
to be my lawful wedded
to
husband,
be my lawful wedded husband,
to love for always,
to love for always,
to encourage and support,
to encourage and support,
to trust and to respect,
to trust and to respect,
and to live according to these promises
and to live according to these promises
in good times and bad
in good times and bad
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Now, the ancient and traditional way of sealing a marriage contract is by the giving and receiving of a ring. It is an outward sign of the promises you have just made to one another. As these rings are made from one of Earth's most precious and durable materials, so may your love and your bond be as precious and durable. In giving and receiving these rings, you acknowledge that your lives are now joined in one unbroken circle. Wherever you go, may you always return to your shared life together. James? Hello. Would you give John the ring he's going to give to Laura? No, you need the ring. Would you place that ring on the third finger of Laura's left hand? Hold it there and repeat after me. Laura, I give you this ring
Laura, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and as a reminder of the promises
and as a reminder of the promises
I made to you today.
I made to you today,
Wear it with love and pride.
wear it with love and pride.
now and always.
now and always.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with
All that I have, I share with you.
you. Keep the boxes, Tom, Jane. Would you place that on the third finger of his left hand? Hold it there and then lead out to me. John, I give you this ring
John, I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage
as a symbol of our marriage
and as a reminder of the promises
and as a reminder of the promises
I made to you today.
I made to you today.
Where with love and pride,
Where is love and pride,
now and always.
now and always.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I am, I give to you.
All that I have, I share with you.
All that I have, I share with you.
Two rings on. Excellent, lovely. Okay, well, John and Laura, you have declared before us all here today that you will live together in marriage. You have made promises to one another which have been symbolized by the joining of hands, the taking of solemn and binding vows, and the giving and receiving of rings. I can't tell you the joy it gives me to declare that you are lawfully husband and wife. Please give kisses to the missus.
Love, love, love.
Come on, guys!
Love, love,
Yes,
love.
that's it!
It's easy. Nothing you can do that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can prove, you can learn how to do it in time. It's easy.
Come on, everybody!
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Nothing you can need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. It can be known. Nothing you see that isn't shown. Nothing made to be. It's easy. Not so much. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you take your seats, please? We have to do a very important thing, which is signing the register.
She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She's got everything she needs. She's an artist. She don't look back. She can take the dark out of the nighttime and paint the daytime black. You will start out standing, proud to steal her anything she sees. You will start out standing, proud to steal her anything she sees. But you will wind up peeking through a keyhole down upon your knees. She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She's nobody's child, the law can't touch her at all. She wears an Egyptian ring, it sparkles before she speaks. She wears an Egyptian ring, it sparkles before she speaks. She's a hypnotist collector, you are a walking antique. Bow down to her on Sunday, salute her when her birthday comes. Bow down to her on Sunday, salute her when her birthday comes. For Halloween buy her a trumpet, and for Christmas get her a drum. She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She never stumbles, she's got no place to fall. She's nobody's child, the law can't touch her at all. Bow down to her on Sunday, salute her when her birthday comes. Bow down to her on Sunday, salute her when her birthday comes. For Halloween buy her a trumpet, and for Christmas get her a drum.
Ask that at the end of the ceremony, if you process out this side door and up and out, and they will meet you outside for the throwing of bits of cheese. So wait a minute. I'll tell you to go. All right? And then I'll throw you out. So, Laura and John, today you've been joined as husband and wife. I hope this day will form a milestone in your lives, and you'll look back upon it with love and happiness as a start of your lives together. And I hope the feelings of love you so obviously share remain, grow, and deepen throughout the years to come. And may your union celebrated here today last your lifetimes. On behalf of Natasha and myself, we'd like to congratulate you and wish you every happiness in the future together.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that just about concludes our part in the ceremony, but as you'll no doubt be aware, your part is only just beginning. Please make sure our couple has a wonderful day over at Marina Fountain, a day they will never, never forget. It's obviously a beautiful day anyway, but give them a day they will never forget. I won't be there, so I'll have to trust you implicitly to do your job. Thank you. And the first job I'm going to ask you to do is to please be upstanding for your bride and groom.
That's good fun, wasn't it?
One more to go, Keith.
Yeah.
Well done, you did your job. You look lovely. Nobody would know you were sitting in your shorts about an hour ago.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Yeah, gotta go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of the guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, I gotta go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I never wanna die.
Stop smiling so much.
I don't think I heard you all. Can you hear me? Yeah! A bit louder. Thank you. I think that's okay. It is bingo. We are playing bingo. Thank you everybody for coming here today. For me and you. Mainly me.
Yep.
I know I look fabulous, you don't have to tell me. John bought his suit for £20 in the charity shop. I found $60 in the pocket. Yeah. Winning. Sorry, I just never get that lucky. So happy about it. So happy for you, John. I'm so... Can somebody get me a chair? I love you, thank you. Well done. Yeah, we've been together 12 years, if anyone didn't know.
About time.
And that is almost long enough. No, he's fabulous, and I love him so much, and that's all I really got to say. Because I love him. And that's all he needs to know. I'm not really doing a speech, I'm just here because you guys are. I don't have bingo, and I wish I did, because otherwise it would be a fabulous night. Okay, but no, thank you everybody for coming. I'm going to let the boys do the speeches, because they're so fabulous at doing them, and they actually prepare. No ladies like preparing, do we, for anything at all? We're like, actually, do you know what? Let the boys do the speeches, because girls hate preparation, and also we can't be bothered. I just can't be arsed, John. You know that. I really couldn't be bothered. I've got too much on. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Leave the speech to you, big boy. I'll let you guys get on with it. Keith, Nashy baby, you're gonna smash it. And John, you've got his words. Thank you everybody, and congratulations to you, John.
This isn't going to be quite what I planned because I had a speech malfunction. Never put a wet bottle of wine on your speech. So I spent half the belly dancer trying to fill in the missing gaps. So now, serious, so no laughing please. Right. Hello there good people, I'm Keith, Laura's dad, aka the warm-up act for Nash and John. I was overjoyed when John asked me last year if it's okay to marry Laura. Then it dawned on me, oh no, that means I'm going to have to write another speech. Now, when I say another speech, please don't think I'm an expert at this, because the last one I wrote was a best man speech 37 years ago for my mate's wedding, and he hasn't spoken to me since. So, Laura and John, I hope I do better this time, and if I don't, please keep in touch. It is my great pleasure to welcome and thank you all for coming to celebrate the marriage of my lovely daughter, Laura. Yeah! Yeah. Hang on, we want to louder cheer for the next one. and my rock god son-in-law John. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome on behalf of my wife Karen. Wouldn't you? Hang on, where am I? And myself to John's mum, Yvonne. And Karen's mum, Verity. Yeah. Or not Verity or very, very old. One or two. As you all know, the joining of John and Laura in unholy matrimony has been deemed the wedding of the year. Well, I'd like to welcome you to the wedding. No, sorry, because the splodge. And I was being distracted when I was filling in the splodges. You know, you can't blame me for that. I'd like to call it, or rename it, the wedding of their lifetime, not just the wedding of the year. Right. What an awesome wedding ceremony in the beautiful Hastings Museum. Made even more beautiful by the bridesmaids. Did I say bridesmaids? Heather, Rebecca, Annie, Jess, Sarah and Ruth. Oh, no, you don't have to stand up, Annie. You should be standing for two there, wouldn't you? That's hard. Yeah. And the even more beautiful best man Nash. Yeah. Together with the groomsmaids Sam, Ash, Thomas, Lem, Yodi and George. And George is also tasked with tickling the ivories for us. Thank you very much. Yeah. And when we were coming down, we were waiting upstairs, you know, and with Laura, and you know, the bridesmaids had gone down, and she's going, "Well, is it time to go, Dad? Is it time to go, Dad?" I said, "Well, I can hear Here Comes a Bride. That might be a bit of a clue." Anyway. So, and it was. Right, yeah. Anyway, all these people I've just mentioned, they'll all be available for a meet and greet, including autographs, after the meal. For free. Don't get many meet and greets for free these days. Yeah. Right. So now I'm going to say a few things about Laura. Yeah. Yeah. As I'm sure most, or if not all of you know, Laura's birth nearly 30 years ago was not a solitary affair. Laura was accompanied on that scorching hot July day by her sister Heather, aka, and her brother Sam. Yes, Laura is one of a fine threesome that Karen and I are very happy and proud to call our children. We never use that T word, it's banned. Laura... Yeah, okay.
No, they use that one all the time.
No, that T word, the other one's not banned. Well, Laura was the small one weighing £4 4 ounces. Although I've referred her affectionately on many occasions as being the runt of the litter, nothing could be further than the truth. Yeah. Laura was the first of the litter, children, to stand, and she took her first steps 8 months old. She never really bothered with all that crawling malarkey. Before we knew it, she was climbing all over the place, which earned her the nickname of Monkey. Laura very quickly discovered that she was able to climb out of her cot. I'm guessing she didn't want to be a cage monkey. She just wanted to be free, which is a trait that stays with her to this very day. Laura, however, it's a splodge, honest. However, she knew that Mummy and Daddy were... hang on, I missed a bit out. Right. Laura very quickly discovered that she was able to climb out of her cot. I read that bit. Oh. Thank you. No, I'm all right now. Thank you, Yvonne. Laura, very quickly, no, we've done that bit. However, she knew that Mummy and Daddy would not be too pleased about this, so when Karen and I entered the room, she would run back into her cot, climb back in as if nothing had happened. Right. Sam and Heather were not afraid to take advantages of Laura's climbing prowess. This was made evident in a covert biscuit gathering operation. The threesome knew that the biscuits were in the kitchen. However, they were prevented from getting there by this childproof gate. Was this going to stop them, three of them, having a unilateral afternoon snack? Not on your Nelly. Heather, Sam and Laura pushed the dining room chair up to the gate and climbed over. Laura climbed over anyway. Sam couldn't even stand.
I find it hard now.
Right, so this allowed Laura to climb over the gate, up onto the worktop and access the biscuit cupboard. Laura then demonstrated her caring, sharing attributes by climbing down with the biscuits and divvying them out to Sam and Heather at the gate. By the time Karen and I realised it had all gone a little bit too quiet, it was too late. All that was left was an empty packet and some crumbs on the floor. Skipping forward a few years now, to when Laura was 7, we took her to the local swimming baths so she could obtain her life-saving certificate. We got her ready and off she trotted. Karen and I grabbed a drink and went and sat in the... we didn't wet ourselves. We went and sat in the viewing area expecting to see Laura in a little group learning and performing her life-saving tasks. I was a little surprised to see Laura just swimming up and down. Up and down. And this went on for a lot of laps. Or lengths. After a while, my surprise turned to concern, as I was worried she would get tired and need some help. It turned out she'd joined the wrong class. Well, what a surprise. And instead of life-saving award, she completed her 1,000 metres. Now that's actually, most people start their distance awards at 50 metres, not at 1,000. So I think it was obviously my calling her a runt. Actually inspired her to, do everything else. She actually went back the next week going, Mummy and Daddy, I'm going back next week to do my 1,500 metres. Which she did, and they went, you're too young, you can't do it. And she had to do the boring life-saving thing.
They're so pissed off.
Right, you bought her a Kit Kat, it's fine.
No, they put me into pyjamas and made me... Sorry. They made me go into pyjamas and jump in the deep end in my pyjamas and swim about, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, why do I want to swim about in my pyjamas? I want to swim. I want to swim forever. Honestly, I was like, I'm going to kick off underneath, kick off. She's the kick. Oh,
have you finished? You sure?
And then I never went back after that.
No, she never did. Never went back. I never looked back. Right. Laura, there are many more examples when Laura's made me and her mum proud. However, for the sake of brevity, I'll end this section of my speech by saying that Laura has always set herself very high standards, always aims for perfection, whether it's painting a picture, painting a flat, or wrapping a souvlaki. She wants things just right. It was that search of perfection that led her to John! John is a fine young man who doesn't believe in rushing things. He likes Russian things, though. Yeah. Olga Corbett. I'm hoping this is the reason it took him 11 years to pop the question to Laura. I hate to think that he spent all this time trying to pluck up courage to ask me for Laura's hand in marriage. From our first proper meeting, which was at Laura, Heather and Sam's 18th birthday party, John and I have gotten like a house on fire. As we share a love of music, puns and, last but absolutely not least, Weatherspoons. Although John does leave me bemused sometimes when he has a pint of lager. A character flaw I expect him to grow out of. However, he's such a nice young chap, he always apologises.
Every time.
Yeah. I believe I impressed John the morning after Heather, Sam and Laura's birthday party when I told him I was a roadie for Motorhead. This was in response to John's question, why have you got a bit of gaffer tape on your slipper? I said the tape came off of Lemmy's mic stand. A total lie, and so absurd, I had no idea he would believe me. I don't think John has ever really got over the disappointment he felt when I confessed several weeks later that I made the story up. John, however, has got the last laugh. Touring the world as a singer with the Gang of Four, he now has his own roadies. The next time I'm asked why there's gaffer tape on my slipper, I will say I'm a roadie for the Gang of Four, and the tape came off of Andy Gill's mic stand. Then there was Billionaire, a group consisting of John, Laura and George. No Paul, no Ringo. When Laura told me she was joining John's band, I was hoping she'd change her name to Yoko, but it wasn't to be. Laura bought her first bass, and within 5 weeks she was playing on a proper stage with a proper PA and proper lights, something her old dad, me, has never managed to do. Never mind. When there's life, there's hope. Right. The Allens love a John Sterry gig. It gives us an excuse to get drunk, shout out Jumbo Jet, and pretend we're teenagers again. To me, it's a great family bonding exercise.
Jumbo Jet!
John's other passion is driving and racing cars. He did karting from an early age and won several trophies. Meeting Laura must have been a bit of a distraction, because that's when his karting days seem to come to an end. Yeah. But I don't know what he found was better in karting, but especially not in front of his mum. Oh, and this is the thing. Where's Harry? Harry, where are you? Yeah, I still can't believe that Harry overtook me on the yellow flag when we went karting on the stag do. Bex, you've got to be very careful. This man has no moral compass. That proves it. Right. It's customary at this time for the bride's father to finish his speech with a few words of wisdom to be shared with the newlyweds. Now, as a responsible adult, with many years of marriage experience under my belt, my advice to you, John, is, and this is serious, never let Laura put up flowery wallpaper, even if it is on a feature wall. It's a slippery slope. Yeah. My advice to you, Laura, is never put John's beers in the fridge, even if it is lager. Because you should be punished by having to drink warm lager. And my advice to both of you is be honest with each other, never sleep on an argument, and put some towels in your bathroom. Hang on, let me hear you say amen! Right, well, let's got to end up this now with by toasting the happy couple. So, finally, I'd like to propose a toast to the happy couple. Ladies, gentlemen, and anyone else who'd rather identify with an alternative gender description, please be upstanding, raise your glasses to the newest married couple in Hastings, the new Mr. and Mrs. Sterry, John and Laura!
forward to the. It's cut off. Philip Norman Collier, be no higher. Mr. Nash. Nash.
How do you follow that? Right. For those who don't know me, my name is James. It's true. For those who do know me, that's right, my name's James. Right. So on behalf of the bride and groom, I'd like to thank everyone here for making their way to this lovely wedding, whether you've travelled across the country or just across the road. Yeah. The day wouldn't be what it is without you here to celebrate it. Obviously, anxiety levels can be high for people when performing public speeches, which is fine, except I'm a teacher and this is technically my job every day of my life, so I have no excuse. To deal with this, I've been told to imagine you are all children, or that you are naked.
Naked children, you
Right.
Nonce.
Sam Allen, another teacher. Right, cheers to all that made it to John's stag do in Brighton. It was a fantastic day, very hot. Annoyingly, John comprehensively beat everyone at karting and enjoyed wearing his Thunderbirds outfit. Weirdly enjoyed wearing his Thunderbirds. He took it home with him, so hope you enjoy your honeymoon, Laura.
I'm not seeing his outfit, he wears it.
It's so sweaty. It's a really sweaty outfit. I'd like to thank the bridesmaids for being here. Looking lovely as always. There you go. Thank you to all the groomsmen for supporting John and trying to help this day run smoothly, apart from Ashley Sim.
What have you done, Ashley?
Nothing.
He's a dentist though, so he'll give you all half price.
If you buy him a shot, he'll give you free teeth. Right. I got it. I think everyone will agree that Laura looks absolutely stunning. Not saying that to fill time. Laura has been my friend for as long, if not longer, than I've known John.
Yeah.
That's actually true. It is true. Basically, she's far too creative for words and talented like no other person I've ever met.
Yes.
That's true. John's very lucky. There you go. I told you this speech is short, John. Sorry. I can't help it. How you met? I haven't finished that yet. I finished, don't worry. I was just thanking people, right. Both the Stereos and Allens have been exceptionally welcoming and friendly as far back as I can remember as well. So all of John and Laura's friends, including Ashley, that's another big Ashley, they probably deserve an award for that. You must be so proud of John and Laura with everything they've accomplished thus far and still have to accomplish in the future. But most importantly, a massive thanks goes out to John and Laura for including us all on this very special day. I know how much effort and preparation you've both put in to not only make it a special day for yourselves, but for all of us here. It was a beautiful ceremony and the venues are awesome. Like, both of them are brilliant. Right, why am I friends with John? I'm pretty sure that... It is, literally. I'm pretty sure the first reason... I'm pretty sure the first reason I liked him was because he once got told off in front of the entire class for picking his nose in GCSE chemistry. And then, I'm not going to say that word. And he was grasped up by another child and stuck it to the desk. Aside from this, How can I describe him? I've got some key points which you'd all be aware of. You are aware of, I'm sure. He's owned some very left field cars. He's pretty much a shareholder in Harvester / any buffet on the go. He owned his wallet. He owned his first wallet at about the age of 30. Pretty sure. It is pretty well. Yeah. Somehow he's about 50% cool and 50% uncool, like exactly. And he has an unconditional love for Wetherspoons. Based on this, it's a good job he's the most creative, talented and humble person I've ever known. It's pretty shaky grounds for a friendship otherwise, like in general. Basically, although I've been sweating constantly every day and night thinking about this since you asked me to be a best man from IKEA whilst buying plates. I couldn't be more proud, but definitely need a new shirt. Definitely need a new shirt. You have been a couple seemingly half my life. To me, that's insane. Even more insane when you consider the early doors. I'm pretty sure basically the day not you met, but that you became an item. That while sat in a bouncy castle at your 18th birthday party, old Johnny Toucans somehow held a beer upside down, pouring the entire contents over Laura's lap. Somehow. No idea how that happens. More detail from Ashley. I genuinely cannot think of a more perfectly matched couple, and let's face it, a pretty good looking couple. You're both equally unique, passionate, determined, so I've no doubts that you'll have a life of happiness ahead of you. Please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to stand and raise a glass to the new happy couple?
Thanks, guys. We lost each other though.
Here's John.
Thanks, Nash. That was absolutely textbook. Steve, you're in the wrong profession, man. You're in the wrong profession. Hello, everyone. Are you all happy? Yeah. Good. You all okay? How was the belly dancer? I think that was the best 150 quid you could have spent on it. I'm not going to lie, I went to Glastonbury last weekend and I feel really bad. My voice is gone, the speech is going to be terrible, but I just thought I'd start off with that. Not my best idea I've ever had, so I'll keep it brief. I'd like to start everyone by thanking you all for making this special day even more special, by so many of you turning up. It's mad to see so many of you from like weird walks of life that I've, across my life. It's crazy to see. And it's pretty nerve-wracking, to be honest. And I was going to say something about imagining people naked, but Nash has already used that line. And 30% of my other jokes, but I guess that's why we're mates. So it's going to be even briefer. Is that a word? You all look amazing, not naked, in your outfits. Even people I never thought I'd see in a suit, like Yoddy, you're killing it, mate. You're killing it. Just like a chauffeur. People come from all over the country, from other countries, to buy us a hoodie, and there's people from Oldham here. Oldham? Yeah. And thank you to everyone that's just come from down the road. We appreciate it just the same. So I wanna say a big up to my best man, James Nash. It's a lovely speech. Lovely speech, as I'd imagined it would be. He organised the stag even better than I thought he would. It's basically like racing cars and beer. Simple pleasures for a simple man. You can't go wrong. I did get tied to a lamppost, and it's true, I did dress up as a Thunderbird, and I did weirdly enjoy it. And the outfit's dry cleaned in my wardrobe. Only joking, I never dry clean anything. Oh, this suit is dry clean, yeah. 20 quid. Bernardo's. $60 in the pocket. That's true.
Who knew?
So Nash has been a constant feature in my life really, from school until now, and I love getting his customary Friday evening texts saying, and this is word for word, "Yo J Dog, what you up to this weekend? ... Bored." Generally at this point he's listening to prog rock records in his underpants, but some weekends we'll actually meet up and do pretty much exactly the same thing, but together. Or worse still, we go out. And we act like those two old guys from the Muppet Show, the two guys in the American, just moaning about everything. Good guy. I'd like to thank the Maid of Honour, Heather, for all her help over this week. She's a legend, and she's always been my hype girl. She always lets me stay when I'm stranded in London, and she's always got a fridge full of Prosecco when I'm there. The UK drinks 2/3 of the world's Prosecco, although that figure does vary depending on how much time Heather spends abroad. I'd like to thank Karen, the mother of the bride, for all her help getting this day shipshape. We really did need her help. Sniffing out bargains, driving us around, and generally being a hustler. She's a great role model, and looking at Karen, it's easy to see why Laura's turned out the way she has. To have brought up 3 such individual, different and special kids is testament to her and Keith really, and Keith's always been a great guy, organised, diligent, the hair of James May, the fashion sense of James May, and he can rock a utility belt better than James May. I'm proud to call them I'm proud to call them my parents-in-law, I really am, and they say when you get married you're supposed to gain a family, but I feel like I already did the first time I met them. They made me feel so comfortable and welcome, so thanks for that. And again for making this day possible in all the ways that you did. We really couldn't have done it without you, so thank you. So Karen and Keith. I want to do a shout out to my sister Rebecca, who's better than me in most ways. She's never lost her wallet or her phone, never forgotten her birthday. She's someone I really look up to and has a big impact on the things that I like and the things I do. She made me cry earlier as well. I mean, everything made me cry earlier. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back. I don't really have anything to roast her for, really. I mean, I do, but I'm gonna be kind today. Which brings me to my mum, lovely mum, Yvonne, or Yvonne if the British continental. The ultimate technophobe. She types with one finger, has the keyboard sound on when she texts. She called me up once, sounding really flustered on the phone, to tell me that the internet had rang. Yeah. But she's got an iPad now, she's moving with the times. Despite the fact she never answers her phone, she's the kindest person, most generous and most patient person I know. She supported me in all the countless terrible life decisions I've made throughout the years. And for that, thank you. Yvonne. And I guess I should really talk about my new wife. Laura, I don't really need to tell you all, as I'm sure anyone who knows her knows that she's basically the best person on the planet. I've known her for 12 years now, as Nash said, and although we've had our arguments and our hard times, there just really isn't a bad bone in her body. I've yet to find it. And she's quite simply the best person I know. Walking around in Hastings, it's like I'm marrying a local celebrity. She knows everyone and she'll stop and chat to them too. Like a 5-minute walk to the shop's become a 2-hour Michael Parkinson style chat show. She's got time for everyone from all walks of life. And she gives so much of herself to other people without expecting anything in return. And I guess that's why I love her so much. And I'm happy to be spending the rest of my life with you. Yeah, we've been together 12 years now, so we met at school, obviously. She went to the girls' grammar, I went to the boys, and we meet up at lunchtimes as mates and play darts. And we talk about Nigel Mansell, and I just thought, any girl that knows about Nigel Mansell, she's the one.
I could have been anyone.
Yeah. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, you did.
I didn't even talk about Nigel Mansell. So listen. Yes.
I think we got together on our 18th birthday party, as Keith said, and on a bouncy castle, and I was going to make my move. I knew I was going to do it, so I took my shoes off. Why are you laughing? This is important to health and safety. So I took my shoes off, but I did fall flat on one thing. I took my beer on with me, and I heard Laura saying, "No drinks on the bouncy castle, no beers, no drinks." I thought, "Don't worry, love, it's going to be fine. It's going to be alright." And at that moment, somebody bounced very close to me, and I dropped my beer all over her dress. And at this stage, it was completely dark, and I thought, "Don't worry, it's fine. I can pick this up. I can still salvage this situation." And I did, but I picked it up the wrong way around. So I just emptied the rest of the beer on that I hadn't spilled on her before, all over her. And 12 years later, she's still with me. So. Yeah, so there's two morals to this story. Laura loves beer, and the second one is that set your expectations really low from the start, and then you'll never disappoint them. And those that bounce together stay together. So, I'd like to shout out to my groomsmen who've made all this possible, and whether it's today or whether throughout the week. Sam Allen, lovely man, good beard, more gadgets than a branch of PC World. Thanks for being so welcoming with me and your family. I promise to look after Laura. George Ackley, Mr. Interlude. Everyone's second favourite Greek, George. Yeah, she sorted out the 2 kayaks that I proposed to Laura on, so I guess he's kind of in a way responsible for a lot of this. So I guess it worked. Yeah. The piano was great as well, thank you. Sorry about the lack of baguettes. I tried. We're 25 miles away from France, but it's a different world. But we did get 1924, your favourite cheese for after dinner. So stay. We've got you some. All right. Yachty, heart of gold, mind of a psychopath. I love you. You scare me. Ashley Sim, possibly the only person I know who can wear red chinos and go shooting that I actually like. Thomas McNeese, a real life Scottish man. Where is he? He hates kilts, so sorry ladies, there's no point looking under the tables. You just have to stare at his cheekbones instead. And thanks to all my family who made the effort to come down. We don't get to see each other as much as obviously we'd like to, but please know that we're really thankful for all of you to come down and make this day a day to remember. To the Jailer's Daughter boys who all came down, to Andy, Catherine, the Bow boys, Tom Days Afraid, Freddie, King Julie for the car, Jill for the place names, and the list goes on. So thank you very much. And to the bridesmaids, of course, yeah, you all look amazing. You kill it.
Annie, good luck. Good luck, Annie. She's pregnant, alright, she's about to give birth. Sarah, you're mental and I love you so much. She can't stop crying. Eternally crying forever. Since the day I met her to the day she died, she'll be crying. Rebecca, you're brilliant in every way. So cool, calm, collected. Good. Heather, you're a mess. I love you for that. But absolutely sassy, the sassiest woman.
Check her out on Insta.
Check her out on Instagram, Big Booty Judy. Yeah. If anyone's single out there. Where's Olivia Wolford Ronnie. It's me, Livy W. She is gorgeous. Look at her. Look at her go.
I've already got a follow request.
We've got a request. Come on, bring it, give it.
Someone here, because they're going to be embarrassed.
Okay, come on. What is it? We've got a request. Loading. ... Loading. Loading. Okay, Joe, no, so it's in the end. Smart. Interject. Jessica.
Pull the plug.
Don't forget who? You can't say that, Dad, not on live TV. Not on the BBC, no? Not on the BBC.
So, sorry about that. Can I ask you all to raise a glass to my beautiful new wife, Laura, to the family, and to all of you guys for being dudes and coming. Thank you, and let's party.
John, unplug the mic. Unplug it.
As sure as night is dark and day is light, I keep you on my mind both day and night. And happiness I've known proves that it's right, because you're mine, I walk the line. You've got a way to keep me on your side. You give me cause for love that I can't hide.
You got a bit of bounce.
For you I know I'd even try to turn the tide. Because you're mine, I walk the line.
The same as yours.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the tie that binds.
too sure we're on Phil. Thank you
Oh my god, thank you so much, Laura. Congratulations! You both looked amazing. We look perfect for each other. I loved your white suit, John. Yeah, and thanks for letting hot. Thank you so much.
Well, apart from the white suit thing, that was pretty good.
We love you, bye.
You didn't like the white suit.
We loved his
No, of course I did. I was just taking the mickey.
Laura's dad, aren't you?
Yeah.
Aww.
I've got a story from this guy.
Congratulations, Laura. She went uptown to